Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome to CHMA broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramaart area or at www.chmafm.com.
On the power-hungry, information-heavy wonder that is the internet.
On the beep boop machine, that's right.
Yeah.
This is Ground Control at YMC Midgic Airport. You are joining myself, Air Traffic Controller Thomas.
And me, Air Traffic Controller Luke.
Join us for the next hour as we watch us guys listen to some tunes, chat, and we'll be done by and by. Luke!
Yeah.
My weather almanac friend. What's the
weather? Well, folks, this is another pre-recorded live episode.
Of course.
So, based on today's preview of the weather, I would say it's going to continue to be hot.
Yes.
There's heat warnings in place as we record this.
Yeah, how well did you sleep last night? So that's Wednesday night going into Thursday.
My house has cooled air.
Yes.
I'm very fortunate. My house also has a 120-pound dog that's afraid of thunder.
Yes.
So she felt compelled to come through my door a little after midnight, I think it was.
Yeah, that's about right.
And inform me there had been or was ongoing thunder.
Yeah, the thunder was hundreds of miles away, like in the sky, like above us.
Yes.
You could see it. And
see the thunder?
Sorry, see the lightning.
Hear
and
the
then
thunder.
About a minute later, that's how far away it was.
Yeah, it was just echoing up.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
well, this was sufficient.
It was cool to watch.
This was sufficient for my canine friend to say, housemate.
Yes.
You should be awake.
Mm-hmm.
So I was...
I don't think your dog sees you as a housemate.
I'm not entirely sure what my dog sees me as.
Probably not a housemate.
No. Huh.
Yeah. It was probably less like, housemate, and it was probably more like, Luke, Dad, thunder!
There's loud noises outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess. Well,
so you were aware of the thunder last night, but you didn't watch it like I did.
No, I wasn't getting out of bed to confirm. I heard it, and I tried to appease my canine, and I was. That's kind of what I focused in on, and between that and trying to get back to sleep.
Yes, fair. Are we going to see more? Storms? Are we going to see more shows in the sky?
Well, here, let me raise my left foot to predict. That's the weather prediction system.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yep, we're going to see more thunder. It's going to be hot and heavy, and the thunder's going to thunder us.
It does be a thundering sometimes.
Yeah.
Thinking of a thunder, and hey, do we want to play a tune or two?
Yeah, you got any thundery ones?
Absolutely not. But I do have Brandy Baby. This is by St. John artists. I shouldn't say St. John because I don't know if they count St. John as their home base.
Oh.
But this is Kylie Fox with her new song Brandy Baby.
I've been a funny girl, I have been aloof. What's beneath my joke? What is it to you? My friends say I'm a ghost. Mama agrees to my God. Ambition makes me lonely, I gotta get going. Conversation is boring. Got my festival passes, you were watching the best. We're the one playing keys on the loft down on George Street. I used to lean on tennis stand against the bar. Now I'm a teacher in your eyes. You love me. see that girl in my dial. The speckles on the page. I'm giddy, overtired. My pulse when I'm wired. My wig towel hair. Watch me scream at the news. Watch me hug all your sheets. Watch me hug your shower. Hold me in the cold. I used to leave my damn stand up against the bird. Now I'm a deeper deep. You love me so tenderly, tenderly, baby. Count my frogs, water my plants, put on some brandy, baby. You want my dance. Rock me when I cry, rock me in my sleep. I see how I make promises that you keep. You show me love, you show me true, you show me what my heart can do and all I can be. Put on some brandy, baby, and dance with me.
And that's Kylie Fox with Brandy Baby.
There you go.
Hey, we're sports balling,
Oh,
right? We're going into
school me
sports ball?
on the sport, and then I'll
School.
give you a sports footnote.
You give me a sports footnote.
Well, like I don't know. It's a big weekend. It has been
It's-
a big weekend by the time
yes.
this airs in the hydroplane racing
Yes.
world, and the boats that are almost planes or planes that are almost boats.
Which one do you think it is?
Well, it's like
It's boats that's almost planes.
yeah, I think it's boats that are almost planes.
Yeah.
because they're driven from the water via propeller, and that's a pretty boatish thing
Oh,
to
that's
do.
a boat.
Even if the rest of the craft, the
Yeah,
rest of the
it's-
hull is effectively a giant wing meant to not touch the water.
Yeah, it's a wing with a boat engine, so it's a boat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is Valleyfield weekend, so-
Yes.
which will just be wrapping up by the time you hear this. But if there is a Indy 500 or Daytona 500 or this is it for North
Yes.
American hydroplane racing.
Yeah.
Last weekend would have been Madison, Indiana, which is a very long-standing traditional one as well.
Yes,
So
and is it like who's bigger? Is it some sort of rivalry?
Not really between Madison and Valleyfield.
Valleyfield in Seattle.
Seattle.
There it is.
Bayfair would.
I knew there was a.
Yeah.
Our festival's bigger than your festival, but more. It's like a friendly, but still like
Yeah.
our festival's the biggest festival, and the other people are like, no, our festival's the biggest festival.
Yes. So I guess if you wanted to argue both sides of that this year, like Seattle will have what's known as unlimited hydroplanes, which are turbine powered.
Okay.
And they reach whatever it is, something knocking on the door of 300 kilometers an hour.
That's scary.
They're the fastest boats in the world, fastest rates boats in the world. They're absolutely wild. But to operate that, you need a very big course. They usually will be on like a 5-kilometer oval as opposed to like a 2 and change or 3-kilometer oval that the rest of them run. And at Seattle, they also run what's called like a Grand Prix hydroplane, which is it's a hard metric to use and understand, but like 1,800 horsepower. So like your average family car SUV now comes with maybe 100, 200 horsepower.
Yes.
And these boats are, have 1,800. So capable of, they, and I guess the difference has been described that the Unlimiteds will go faster, but the Grand Prix get to their 250 kilometers an hour top speed much quicker. They're much more violent, for lack of a better word, boat.
Yeah.
And this is this weekend in Valleyfield. They will have raced last week, some of them in Madison, and now they're expecting something like 16 of these top tier boats in Valleyfield, but Valleyfield does not have the unlimited, so that's kind of the back and forth between the two cities. One has the, at any given time, there might only be 6 unlimited boats
in
operational.
the world.
It's only a thing in North America. So, effectively in the world.
Yeah.
Grand Prix boats, let's say there might be 20 teams spread across North America.
Yeah.
So the fact there's going to be 16 of those in one place, that hasn't happened.
That's big
for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Probably measured in decades.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite the change. It's quite a big weekend. I have some friends there, even a few friends racing. So hopefully, by the time this comes out, they will have done very well, or at least had a great time.
Is there any chance that you might hop in a boat, or is that a thing this weekend?
I'm not going this weekend.
You're not going this weekend?
Due to scheduling issues, I'm unable to attend.
But can you watch it on a stream?
Yeah, actually, Hydroplane Racing League, which is the governing body for that type of boat racing here in Canada, does a pretty good live stream setup, really, considering, it is a niche sport.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not something you're going to tune in and see 100,000 people watching.
No, yeah.
There will be nearly that many spectators live at Valleyfield.
Wow.
And
awesome.
Let me tell you, and we've had this discussion before, as far as sports commentators go.
Yeah.
Nothing like a French sports commentator.
Yeah.
And add that on with the bilingual, because when you're listening live, and I imagine that's what they'll have on the live stream as well.
Yes.
They'll be flipping back and forth English to French.
Yes.
And it's always funny because hydroplane racing is quite big in Quebec, as always has been. So
that's where the race is, correct?
And that's where the race is, and they are just shamelessly rooting for
the French
Quebec
teams.
races.
Oh, good.
No,
good.
So,
yes.
Yeah, they're just and some of them rate from Valleyfield. So if you happen to watch at the lower levels of racing, so the boats that travel 160 kilometers an hour, they will be maybe 20 to 30 boats there. This weekend. So they'll have qualifiers running 8 or 10 of those at a time to get, and even just winning a heat race at Valleyfield, if you're a Quebec team, to hear the roar go through the cross and hear the announcers go off
that's awesome.
It's pretty wild. It's I've spoken before on this program about the time I got to go to see a live baseball team.
Yes.
Yeah, or a live baseball game, and how it was a cool crowd mentality, and it's the same thing being at a Big Bros race, and it's especially you get the crowds on board and buying in and riled up. So won't be on this weekend. It's an entirely different level than I operate on.
Yes.
In the smaller ranks, but it's cool. It's cool too. You watch it. There are guys who do both.
Totally.
Guys, there are men and ladies who do both, and it's always, is it something I would watch if I didn't know a few people participating? I might watch it casually, but where I know a couple people there, I'll take the time when I get a chance, maybe Saturday evening, and watch the highlights and watch a few heat races, and it's something to keep track of.
And that's why I like local sport so much, is because it's so much easier to get into. We're in an area where we don't have, a big sports team. And I went to today, actually, being Wednesday, when we pre-recorded it live, went to PEI to watch the U16 football game. U16, so under 16. The U16...
Under 16 ton?
Probably. But under 16 age
as well.
Yeah. So under 16, New Brunswick versus
what's the English thing? Stone? A 16 stone? Would that be a very large person or a very small?
16 stone would be a massive person.
Well, what's a stone?
I don't know, but I know 16 stone would be bigger than me.
Ah, okay.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah. Can we check this?
Yeah, we're gonna check how much 16 stone is while I'm talking about this. But
while I sidetrack this.
So not as big as I thought, actually. That's 224 pounds.
So they're probably not all under 16 still.
No.
But there'd be some bigger boys.
Well, this was 6v6 football, which I know you're giving me like a blank look at this moment. It is it's a strange form of football.
All right.
But I will say it's usually the
favors the
athletic runners. So you won't get too many guys like me.
Yeah.
Playing 6-man.
Right.
So most of them probably would be under 224 pounds.
All right.
But yeah, was a great game. Easy to root for because I know people. I've coached people on one side of them.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's just like it's cheaper. It's so easy to get into the and just hey, if you can support local sports wherever you are. If you're here in town in Tantramar, support local sports.
Okay.
Please do. Yeah. And New Brunswick won 26-14. No, it was 26-12. They won 26-12 against the Nova Scotia team. They go on to the finals not tomorrow, on Saturday, where they will face either Prince Edward Island or Newfoundland, the winner of that game, for the
and what are our odds? Are PEI and Newfoundland strong?
If we were going to struggle against a team, it was going to be Nova Scotia, I think.
Okay, and they have the next strongest program or players.
And we already got them down, so I'm foreseeing a New Brunswick win on Saturday. You folks can go check it out to see who won the Atlantic Bowl. But yes, that would be, like I said, the Atlantic Bowl. So New Brunswick U16 is playing in the Atlantic Bowl on Saturday. You can go check out the winner right now for yourself to see if it was our Team NB. And yeah.
All right.
Local sports, cool. Let's play a tune.
Yeah. I've been slacking lately on the banjo and the mandolin.
Oh, yes.
So I felt like, and I haven't played Old Man Ludica in like 3 months, I think.
It's crazy.
So here's an Old Man Ludica tune. I can't remember right offhand if we're going to get banjo or mandolin or both.
Oh, wow. That'd be crazy.
Man, people be going nuts.
I'd be going nuts. Here we go.
I've never been a pilgrim, I've never been a saint. I can tell you all the things I've tried, but I ain't. I went to the valley to pray. I just got drunk there, I slept all day. Can't you hear me calling? Can't you hear me moaning? Lord, there's heaven. I wanna go. Wasn't brought up in the church, never sang with the choir. So I've done to the wildwood, I burned with the fire. From the fire and the longing, I drifted away. I bow my head now, I'm back today. Can't you hear me calling? Can't you hear me moaning? Lord, there's a heaven. I wanna go, I wanna go. If the Father and the Son are one and the same, I walk in the sunshine, the Father to blame. I won't have religion, too old to get right. If you hear me calling, leave on the light. Can't you hear me calling? Can't you hear me moaning? Lord, there's a heaven. I wanna go, I wanna go. Can't you hear me calling? Can't you hear me moaning? Lord, there's heaven. I wanna go.
So the biggest difference in that tune, listening at home on like a tiny speaker versus the break room speakers here at the airport,
yes,
like, you really hear the background vocals and stuff. maybe if you're listening on the speakers that go right in your ears,
the head speakers, the ear speakers,
ear speakers. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're listening on that, you hear it quite clearly. But usually when I'm listening to songs to put on this, I have it going from my telephone or 20-year-old computer.
Yeah.
You don't get the same vibe.
No, you don't. You do get a different vibe when you get like a couple nice speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the Venn diagram of music, that might not be a banger or a jam or one that slaps, but do we need to add a fourth circle for toe tappers?
Oh yeah, man, that is a toe tapper.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a vibe.
Oof. This diagram's getting overly complex.
It is getting a big...
It's going to have to shade in the circles so that they can... Man, we're going to need to bring in a diagram specialist.
We will. I know one, so it's okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Yes?
Do you want to know what's going on this week in Tantramar?
Yeah, what can people do this week in Tantramar?
Well, like every Wednesday, as of recently, there's trivia at Bagtown Brewing Company, 45 Main Street here in Sackville. At 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, $2.50 donation and a 1 drink for trivia. Kitchen opens at 5 p.m. We should try. We haven't gone to that yet.
We should try it.
Yeah. I might put it to the rest of the employees. Team. Yeah. See if we want to go to, because I want to try. It keeps saying kitchen open, and we keep going like, hey, we haven't had the food there yet. Yeah. You need to go get the food there, right? Support local. After that, talking about food, that is playing with food. This is at the Marshlight Theater, 3 Fairfield Road, in Sackville. It is a world premiere play by Ben Mascom. So it's $25 at the door. That is 7:30 on Wednesday. Thursday, you could catch Playing with Food again at the Marshlight Theater if you want, or you could catch The Wonderful Wanderer of Wenderville by Hannah Lucas. This is also a world premiere of a play. This one is at Truman Blueberry Farms, 25 Eder Ridge Road in Allack. The cost is by donation. That's at 3 p.m. That's The Wonderful Wanderer of Wenderville by Hannah Lucas. Playing with Food again, like I said, is also that night. There's also concerts in the park that night with Jeremy McLaughlin. That is 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Bill Johnstone Memorial Park. 6:30 to 8, and that one is free. And if you're into that sort of thing, we got karaoke at Ducky's on Thursday night. Woo!
Ooh.
Both of us love karaoke.
There's nothing more that I enjoy and other people enjoy simultaneously than me attempting to sing.
I straight up hate karaoke.
Yeah.
But I realize some people enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I've met people who enjoy it.
I know people that genuinely enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And it brings them joy. And I'm so glad for them. And if you're one of those people, hey, Ducky's is for you this Thursday night at 9:30. Looking at Friday, we have more showings of both Playing with Food at the Marshlight Theater and The Wonderful Wanderer of Wenderville at Truman Blueberry Farm. Last one this week is also at the Marshlight Theater, 3 Fairfield Road in Sackville, 25 at the door. This is Sherlock Holmes and the Case of the Missing Heiress. This one is by Ron Kelly Spurls and Company. That is 7:30 p.m., $25 at the door. Festival by the Marshes. All of those are for Festival by the Marshes.
I was going to say, just like a lot of stuff going on this week.
So if you want to check more out for Festival by the Marshes, please do. Sackville.com. A lot of plays and a lot of theater happening in town this week, which is dope. I love it. It's awesome. What you got for news, dude?
The news?
Yeah.
I'm just going to touch real briefly on something we sort of already discussed.
Yeah.
And we might not have been very kind to it, but it was the first bylaw that Sackville tried to pass about loitering. I think
Yes.
that was our biggest thing. We might have just poked fun at the panhandling or aspect.
Yeah, it was just
because it's
ridiculous.
a little bit ridiculous, but it's back.
Great.
So a new bylaw has been proposed.
Good.
You being a musical person,
Sure.
we'll be happy to hear that they provided exception for music. So if you're
Great.
making music, I did note I didn't read them this in depth. I kind of read the cheater version, the Coles notes,
Still, yeah.
Spark notes, whatever the kids are using nowadays.
Chat GPT.
ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT about this bylaw,
Yes.
and it didn't quantify that you had to be good at music or present anything that would be traditionally recognized.
Thank you. You
as
already see
music.
the loophole I was going for as well.
So, I think from day one, if you're putting a law in place that needs a bunch of exceptions, because after this was read at council, someone set up and was like, well, what about when they do the Shinerama for Shiner Fest?
Yeah.
Because it's not music.
Nope.
And what about when the firefighters? And I think I even gave them a gold star when they were
a few
out
weeks
doing
back.
the muscular dystrophy thing.
Yep.
It's like, oh, well, that, as per the letter of the law, would now fall under the soliciting. And so it's,
it's still not good, is what you're saying?
I can appreciate that, you have to have methods in place for if someone
stands around.
No, it's really hard to argue the other side of this, And I know that one of the counselors spoke up at the last thing and was like, "Well, we've used this to bring someone out of the park who was, loitering uncomfortably." But it's like, I just struggle to see where this really adds much.
And like anyone with a quarter of a brain that thinks about it for a quarter of a second can find a trillion loopholes, especially if you start adding exceptions. Like, okay, you can't be here. It's like, well, actually, this is a musical performance. It's like I'm performing John Cage's 433 and actually now a part of the performance as well. Like, what's a bylaw officer going to say to that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
like
it's tough.
It's like, no, I'm sorry. Actually, I am performing music, and you are now a part of that performance.
My heartbeat is the rhythm.
Essentially,
you don't need to hear it. Still music.
Yep.
Anyway, it's
ridiculous.
It's back. It's
great. It was terrible the first time. It's just as bad this time. That's my take on it.
Okay.
It sucked, and it still sucks.
Yeah.
That's not the airport's take.
No, that's your personal take. Yes.
Thomas's take.
Mm-hmm. Air traffic controller Thomas, or are you separating yourself fully from the airport organization?
Air traffic controller Thomas says.
Okay. Oh, you're hoping the airport lends you some credibility.
Yes.
Okay. What about you? What do you got in the news?
Man, I just read a whole bunch of stuff going on. I don't got much news.
Okay.
Yeah, my news is all the stuff going on this week. Hey, check out Festival by Marsh.
Yeah.
.com. I don't know if
you don't know if it's .com?
I have no clue.
Usually you're all over the social and internet stuff.
It's true.
You're carrying the social and internet team.
I'm on vacation.
Okay. I'm glad you came into the break room.
Exactly. Hey, do what's going on right now, though.
What's that?
We're going to talk about some promos. Do you have a show 2 promo?
No.
You should find one.
No, I will.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk and you do that. So, hey, do you remember a show formerly known as Under the Needle? It's now called Live on KEXP, and it brings you the very best of KEXP's world-renowned live in-studio and remote performances. Each week, They bring you a new live session from emerging artists to well-established acts spanning styles, genres, and cultures. They have artists like Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Florence and the Machine, the Lumineers, Of Monster Men, Alt J, the Arctic Monkeys, London Grammar, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Portugal the Man, and so many more, including New Brunswick's own Jeremy Dutcher.
Yeah.
Full video of all live on KEXP performances are available on their YouTube page, youtube.com/KEXP, including performances from Vancouver band The New Pornographers. You can check them out on KEXP.org. That's on right after our show, by the way.
Is it? What's
is.
on after that?
Right after that, Sunday at 8 p.m. is Black Atlantic.
Every single week.
Yes, from my understanding, every single week, Black Atlantic, 8 p.m. Black Atlantic, what is it? Well, it's a primarily Black Atlantic-centric podcast, website, and media channel with the goal of bringing Atlantic POC voices to the world. Hosted by Clinton Davis and Hilary LeBlanc. You can check them out at www.blackatlantic.ca. Follow them on Spotify and visit their YouTube page. Right after that, we have Luca Capone.
You never know what you're going to hear with Luca Capone.
That's right. Hey, we got the night shift with Luca Capone Sunday at 9 p.m. right here. Hear Luca Capone spin a diverse, adventurous mix of sounds ranging from psychedelic jazz to experimental hip-hop. Hip-hop?
Yeah? Yeah.
With a heavy focus on Canadian and independent artists. What do you got?
Man, do you ever find yourself awake at 11 o'clock in the evening on Saturday night?
Yes, often actually.
Do you like house music? Electronic
Yeah,
stuff?
I do.
Feel like if you need to get amped up,
Yeah,
that could do it?
totally.
How do you feel about the city of Fredericton?
Honestly,
Yeah.
quite neutral.
Really?
Yeah,
I like Fredericton.
Fredericton's fine.
Yeah, well, Fredericton's community radio station.
What about them?
They lend us a show
Oh, do they?
on Saturday evenings at 11 o'clock.
Oh, that's
Leia's
awesome.
Electronic Boutique,
Cool.
which I'm led to believe is the number one electronic music show east of Montreal.
That's crazy.
So pumping right out of Fredericton.
That's awesome.
So if you're into that, or, maybe you're still into that type of music, but don't enjoy being up at that hour of night, even if your a loving dog thinks you should be,
That's true.
you
Yes.
could check it out on CHMA's website.
Yes, you can. CHMAFM.com.
There you go.
That is the website. Hey, we could probably do a song.
Yeah, play the folks a nice song.
Yeah, what do you want to listen to? You want to do some Baytown?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll do some
I've been getting the
Baytown.
summer Newfoundland-based ska
I
so much.
I showed my loving beautiful wife Baytown, and I showed our friend Melissa Baytown.
Yes.
And I've been listening to a lot of Baytown. I've been a fan.
Okay. And they're on board now.
Yes, I think so.
There we go.
I think we're starting the revolution right here. Here is Awake by Baytown.
Now your shadow haunts my
So you're saying you don't think they are making music anymore?
I just looked it up, and the dates are like 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
It's quite disappointing to me.
That's 10 years ago.
Oh, it flies right by.
That's
but what I'm
crazy.
more interested in, because for the second time that I've played one of their things here on live, you've reached and gotten the break room guitar to try and like figure out guitar bits.
Yeah.
So I want to know, as a professional air traffic controller,
Yes.
what do you think the primary influence of the guitars on that in the band was? Because you keep saying that's like it's a little bit screwy, but you're using that in a complimentary way.
Yeah, because when I say like screw in music, I usually just mean it as like I'm a musician, you're not a musician. If I just say screwy in general, you'll understand that. And I mean, there is something interesting going on here.
Yes.
And I don't need to explain further.
Yes. But you don't, I don't see that reaction in you like very often.
No.
So to see it have two songs from the same band,
yes,
like makes me wonder, like, what did, before coming to ska, a little bit of pop, a little bit of
whoever is writing a lot of the like flute and guitar parts, or saxophone and guitar parts. And I would hazard a guess most, if not every member of this band would have had some like formal classical likely training at some point.
So you're thinking they're band kids?
I would be shocked if they weren't band kids.
Maybe orchestra kids.
Yeah, like they, using more extended techniques in composition, let's say, that makes my ear go, ooh.
They're not punks.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not, and like there's like rhythm and stuff in punk that can make my ear go ooh as well. It's just, I guess, both the songs you've played both times, there has been something in it that my ear has gone, here was a screwy thing, I'm gonna go figure out what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So it's good. It's a good working hypothesis.
Yeah.
If one of our two listeners happened to be around St. John's in, a decade ago and has insider info, can confirm, send it along.
Send it along. We're at
Midgic
Airport on everything except on X. We're at Midgic_Airport. But I was going to say you can send that off to atc@midgicairport.com if you want to email that. There's so many ways to get a hold of us. There really is actually a lot of ways
Come
to get
on
a hold
out
of
to
us.
the airport.
Like 100%. That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
Anyone, anytime could come out to the airport, find either of us.
Yeah, we're there often. Even on breaks, we stick around, do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Other projects.
We're always at the airport.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the airport, you found us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, we got some time. You want to play another tune? Yeah,
we
man.
Can play another tune. Can I? Are we gonna wait?
What?
You got a gold star this week?
Oh yeah, we haven't done gold stars yet. That's what I was going to come out and do gold stars, but I'm just looking at how much time we got left.
Yeah,
we can do gold stars. I have one. Do you?
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
I'm giving it to CHMA.
You're giving it to CHMA
because they're doing a summer camp for kids.
Yes.
Interested in radio.
That's awesome.
And as a kid who lived in a rural area, I don't know. And
That's
maybe because
awesome,
I had parents who like had the radio on.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not so much in the house, but like if we were traveling somewhere, it was more often than not, it wasn't listening to music. It was having the radio on.
Yes.
So like, I don't know. I always thought there was something neat to radio, which is probably why you and I were just like, let's go on the radio.
Let's do the radio thing. Yeah.
Let's just be on the radio for a minute.
Radio's cool.
Yeah. So maybe you're a kid listening to this and you think, I could do way better than these air traffic control guys. I have interesting opinions.
Yeah.
Musical tastes.
Yeah.
The ability to provide commentary on
things.
All types of things or
and stuff.
Nothing.
But we do nothing.
Yeah, we cover the nothing pretty heavily.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll cover a thing.
Well, you had an investigatory journalism thing for a minute.
That's true.
But anyway, if you're into it, just go give it a shot. It's not tremendously difficult. So give it a CHMA this week for giving out the gold stars.
Yeah. I am giving mine to what I'm calling summer sport zebras.
The actual zebras?
No.
That's disappointing.
Referees.
Oh, because they got the stripes.
Yes.
Yeah, tough gig being a ref.
It's a tough gig being a ref. And again, I was out to a football game today.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was 36,000 degrees.
It was 36,000
Not
degrees.
a lot of shade out on the sports ball field.
There's no shade in the middle of a football field.
Mm-hmm.
They were out cooking. And I will not say how good of a job I think they did officiating.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, my goodness, just the respect for them to be doing this. And yes, they are paid.
In football, do they have to wear full length pants? Are they out there?
Luckily,
they're allowed shorts.
At a certain temperature, they are allowed shorts.
Cool.
So 2 of them were out in shorts, and one still had the pants on.
Oh,
Buddy with the pants on though had them rolled up.
Yeah,
over his knees.
Oh, just for any amount of cooling.
Yeah. But yeah, the summer zebras, just they are either taking time off work, even though they are getting paid. It's a paid volunteer thing. They're taking time off work to come do these tournaments, or they're teachers who are taking their volunteering their time, and man, being a rep is thankless.
Yeah.
Because you got really loud dummies like me with loud cannons of voices,
questioning your every call.
Buddy. And it's 30 degrees out. Man, it's a rough gig. There's a reason I am not a referee.
Yeah, I 100% support you in the issuing of this gold star. I think that's the thing. And I don't want to. I don't want to just be football referees. No, that's why I'm all the summer sports zebras, all soccer, you're with rugby, out there with the
baseball, softball. You are all of you out there just dying, sweltering in the middle of a field for summer kids sports. You the real MVPs. You really, really are.
There you go.
It. So
we're gonna play one more tune before we do our good nights.
Until we do the good nights.
You got something that wind us down after we got all Scott up there?
Wind us down?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got something to wind the people up.
I'm gonna play the only song we have. We got one disc here.
Oh,
and it's "Lay Me Down, Fortunate Ones."
Okay,
I think you put the disc over here in this pile.
Put the laser disc. Laser disc or mini disc?
We got both.
Or compact disc.
We do have a CD drive as well. I don't know which one you picked up. I haven't opened it.
It's in there. Just click the button. Play some Fortunate Ones.
Here's "Lay Me Down" by Fortunate Ones.
Won't you lay me oh brother, is there any news today? My lover, he is gone on a ship so far away. He took with him my heart when he left here on that day. Oh brother, is there any news today?
Sister, oh sister, you know this to be true. Any word I heard, I would surely pass to you. To ease your weight, mind, there ain't nothing I won't do. Oh sister, don't you know this to be true? Lay me down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Oh brother, won't you lay me down? swore we'll end it, he'll be back where he belongs. Oh, daughter, now I need you to be strong. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Oh, mother, won't you lay me down?
Father, oh Father, is there any news today? My love is surely gone, my heart has been betrayed. Raise up till I rise and I can make them go away. Father, is there any news today?
Daughter, oh daughter, I have heard some news today. The words of this letter I can't bring myself to say. Your lover, he fought bravely for he slipped beneath the waves. Oh daughter, I have heard some news today. They laid him down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Lay me down by the river to the sea. Oh, Father, won't you lay me down? Father, won't you lay me down? Father, won't you lay me
We'll have to place that later in the Venn diagram again, now that it's getting overly complex.
It's true, yeah. So where was the diagram? We
had toe tapper now.
Oh, yeah. And we had a vibe in there.
A vibe, and then a jam, a banger.
Yeah.
Something that slaps.
Yeah. That was a vibe.
That was, yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
You think firmly, no crossover with any other? I'm okay. I'm not...
Little toe tappy, but I think we're staying in vibe.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll place it in the vibe section.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Folks, thank you for listening. Thank you, CHMA, for hosting and broadcasting. Check them out on chmafm.com. Nailed it.
Yeah.
And check out us on the social medias, or so I'm led to believe.
Yes, we do have at least a few of them. We have, actually all of them. We have every single one of them.
On lockdown.
Yeah, we're at Midgic Airport, except on X, where we're at Midgic_Airport.
Huh. Finally, if you miss an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts.
Signing off.
Have a great night, folks.